Hi, it's me, I'm Ling. So today I would like to share my thoughts on the Lake Garden Residences, a project that's tailored for the Westies lovers. Before I start, just a quick disclaimer that everything I share in this video is solely based on my own personal opinion and does not represent anyone else. Thank you. As the name suggests, the Lake Garden Residences is located around the scenic lakeside area along the Yuanqing Road. It is located around 6-minute drive or 16-minute walk away from the Lakeside MRT station. What I truly like about this development is the view that it offers. Picture yourself returning home after a stressful day, being able to unwind on a balcony while taking in the serene greenery and lake view. I think it is also a perfect spot for some peaceful meditation. And they said that around 75% of the units provide this beautiful lake and garden view, a thoughtful touch by the developer. I think the view from different levels is really amazing. But anyway, the unit types mainly cater to families and individuals looking for their own space, so they are relatively fewer one-bedroom units. The developer behind the Lake Garden Residences is Wing Tai, and they have also developed some famous projects like the M and the Garden Residences. For parents searching for nearby schools, Lakeside Primary School is within the 1 km radius. I won't delve into the nitty-gritty details of the development because you can find most of the information in the brochure. Now, let's address the more pressing question. Is this project a good buy? Allow me to share what I appreciate about it and the concern I have. Firstly, as I mentioned earlier, the view is a major selling point for me. Secondly, let's talk about the potential transformation happening nearby. The government has ambitious plans to develop Jurong area into the second CBD, something like your second Marina Bay. You can see that from this article, proposals are being sought from developers, and a master developer will be required to develop at least 70,000 square meters of office space and 600 private housing units as part of this integrated development. Therefore, the residents in the 600 units and around the area will likely enjoy the first phase of this transformation, which includes shopping malls, a regional library, Jurong East MRT interchange station, bus interchange, Jurong Lake Gardens, the new science center, and other exciting tourist developments. And for those who are waiting for Jden Residences to launch, Jden is just located right next to this plot of land. With this transformation underway, I think that it will inject new life into the area and potentially drive up property prices in the vicinity, making the Lake Garden Residences a valuable asset within or near this transformation zone. But sometimes life doesn't always go in the direction that we want. It is because last year, when the government launched a request for proposal, no developer actually submitted any bids, and the tender seeking process was concluded without any success. It does raise some concern as to why developers are hesitant to invest in such a significant plot of land. Okay, just came back from a last-minute appointment, so let's continue. So, given Singapore's track record, I believe that the government will persist in making this transformation happen, which is why they are giving it another shot by seeking proposal for a second time. Whether or not there will be submission this time remains uncertain. If there are, we might witness transformation happening sooner, otherwise we may have to be patient and wait a little longer. Moving on to another aspect, there seems to be a shortage of new condos in this area unlike some other districts like District 15. The newer projects in the Jurong area are projects like Lake Grande, Lakeville, J Gateway, and these projects are performing relatively well as well. Owners of this property have seen profitable exits, with resale buyers willing to pay up to 2007-2008 PSF for the area. If you compare these resale prices with Lake Garden prices, the indicating pricing for Lake Garden appears quite reasonable, considering that the developer's break-even price is about $2,073 PSF. Looking at the indicative pricing, some units are even priced below the break-even price, which could be enticing for potential buyers. So I think if you are able to enter around these prices, then it may be quite safe because the developer have a few more years to sell everything, and they might slowly stage out the pricing later on once the market get better to make up for it. But looking at the pricing, it also leads me to my next point in which I have concern regarding the pricing as well. So why are they launching at this kind of prices? It's so close to the break-even price. So some background story over here. After Wing Tai purchased the land, a neighboring project underwent an en bloc and the developer bought that land at a lower cost. Therefore, I guess Wingtai is aware of this, which might explain why the indicative prices for some units at the Lake Garden residences are either around the same or slightly lower than the break-even price. I think that if there's a chance for them to launch it at a cheaper price, they will definitely do it to stay competitive. However, an article points out that there might be a limitation in doing so due to the soaring cost of land, construction, logistics, and financing. These factors can place significant constraints on the developers' pricing decisions. However, despite the challenges posed by this cost, it is evident that Wingtai is making an effort to offer attractive prices to potential buyers. So could this future project launch cheaper than Lake Garden residences? There are definitely more flexibility in terms of pricing for this development. The future project's launch prices could depend on the market sentiment at that time, but it's worth noting that a cheaper land acquisition doesn't necessarily translate to a cheaper launch prices. There have been many similar cases whereby two projects side by side and the land price for one project is cheaper than the other. The most recent and famous one would be Jalan Tembusu and Tembusu Grand. If you have watched my previous video about Tembusu Grand, I have previously mentioned some of my reservations about buying Tembusu Grand due to some associated risks. But some agent claims that the future GLS around Tembusu Grand will be more expensive and will help to drive up prices. This also serves as a lesson that there's no guaranteed or definite answer in real estate, and investment always comes with a certain level of risk. So as an agent, my job is to help you to navigate and minimize your risk, but ultimately the decision lies on you. But anyway, regarding Tembusu Grand, the annoying part about Tembusu is that Simlian won the bid for this plot of land by a mere 0.1%. In hindsight, I believe that the situation might be better if CDL won the bid instead. CDL could have strategically priced their project so that they can safeguard their own development at Tembusu Grand. For example, just like the case at Lentor Hill and Lentor Modern, it's interesting to note how the same developer acquired the land at Lentor Hill at a lower cost as compared to Lentor Modern. Since both projects are under the ownership of the same developer, they took a more coordinated approach to pricing, resulting in a more moderate difference in the launch prices of the two projects. As Lentor Modern is an integrated development, it holds a slight premium over Lentor Hill. Here are other examples like Affinity at Serangoon and the Garden Residences. The Garden Residences is also developed by Wingtai. Due to the differences in prices, the Garden Residences were priced higher than Affinity. However, it is fortunate to note that all owners at the Garden Residences have been able to make a profit from their investments, even though the gain might be comparatively smaller than those at Affinity. Another comparison can be made between Twinview and Whistler Grand. Whistler Grand was initially launched at a higher price than Twinview due to its more expensive land acquisition, but in the end, Whistler Grand outperformed Twinview. Therefore, is Lake Garden Residences a good buy? From my perspective, I don't think that is a bad project, especially if you are looking at a longer term and desire to live in that area. If Lake Garden Residences is not the right fit for you, there are other future launches in the vicinity that you can consider. I think that Park Views appears to share the same attributes as Lake Garden Residences, which are a different product from the GLS at Jurong East and J-Cube. The GLS at Jurong and J-Cube will probably be priced higher due to the convenience they offer. Additionally, there may be upcoming future land sales in that area, marked for residential development in this master plan. There are a few more you can play around with the master plan to find out more. But a quick disclaimer over here is that this could potentially be BTO as well. And that might also be a chance for some of the projects to undergo en bloc. Who knows? In conclusion, it seems like there are plenty of activities and developments in that area. If the transformation plans materialize, the owners at the Lake Garden Residences may enjoy the benefits of being early movers. I personally think that it appears to be a good option for own stay, though that might be some unknown risk if you are specifically looking for significant capital gain. I would say a yes for own stay, but if you are looking to capitalize on substantial capital appreciation, you may want to monitor the development closely and take note of the entry price first before making a decision. Lastly, thank you for watching. If you need any further advice, you can contact me directly. Thank you and bye!